Today is Friday, January 29th. Back on this day in history, in the year 1545, the first performance of William Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet is said to have taken place. The work was officially published in 1597. Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven is first published in New York in 1845. Kansas is admitted into the Union as the 34th state in 1861. The Coca-Cola Company is established and incorporated in Atlanta, Georgia in 1892. Walt Disney starts his first job as an artist for the K.I.S.S Slide Company in 1920 for $40 per week, and that's about $600 per week in today's money. The first players elected to the very first Baseball Hall of Fame induction, including Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, and Walter Johnson, occurred in 1936. Famous comedian Freddie Prinze Jr. dies from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the age of 22 in 1977. All this happened on this day in history, January 29th.
Last night, the Lady Indians basketball team rolled over Tri-Eastern Conference foe, the Centerville Lady Bulldogs, by a score of 83-35. The night was special for senior Jody Carpenter, as her 17 assists breaks the single-game record previously held by 2018 graduate Justice Cantu. Congratulations, JoJo Smooth. Leading the way once again was junior Skyly Lutz with 25 points. Emily Livingston had 12 points and 8 rebounds. Sophomore Emily Evans poured in 11, and Mariah Claywell added in 10 points in the win. The ladies have a record of 13-8 and end the regular season tonight at home against the Hagerstown Tigers. The Hagerstown boys basketball will also be playing the Indian boys tonight in the third game of Tri-Eastern Conference tripleheader.
Tomorrow the boys wrestling team will begin their sectional matches in Portland. Good luck to all the Indian wrestlers.
Goodbye January and hello February, and hello to a new lunch calendar. So for tomorrow we will have a lasagna roll-up with a garlic breadstick, steamed, yes, steamed broccoli, and a fruit cocktail, and you already know how I feel about those, and also milk.
Hey, good morning guys, or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching Freaky Friday. Mr. Lynch here in the 6th grade, coming your way again. Big shout out to people in Versailles watching, or maybe Winchester, but maybe junior, senior high here at Union City, and especially Northside. Guys, this is for you. The last Freaky Friday, we blew up our assistant principal or administrator, Mr. Cash, and that was all about air pressure. If you've watched the last Freaky Friday, we all want to stay on air pressure and how it affects things and how it impacts things. Air pressure is all around us. There's a lot of experiments and demonstrations you can do, and I've got one in particular that's kind of cool. It's going to be a two-sided experiment. The first one is we're going to take a box fan and blow air downward toward the ground. And the idea is, I wonder what this pink paper is going to do. Will it push it down further? You'll be surprised when you watch what happens. Take a look and predict, as I take the box fan, turn it on, and aim it downward, what happens to the paper, okay? Hope this isn't an epic failure. Are you watching the pink paper? Watch it really closely. I'm aiming this down toward the ground, but what's happening to the pink paper? It's really not getting pushed down. It's actually lifting it straight out, which is really weird. Now, the air is hitting the table and then bouncing back up, but it's causing low air pressure down below it and creating a greater air pressure up here, which is actually drawing the paper up. It's kind of like the same concept you would have in an airplane when you fly, and it causes lift for an airplane as the air rushes over a wing. And so you would think that would just blow that on down, but it doesn't. And another good one I like to do is if I can find my handy dandy little popper. I dropped it. I've done this before, but it's kind of fun to watch. If you take a piece of paper and you wrap it around your thumb and then twist it at the top. I'm going to use air pressure just by cupping my hands. And when I slam my hands together, the air pressure is going to convert to a force, you would call it wind, it's moving air, into that popper. And the goal is to make the popper go up. Now, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So give me a couple chances here, okay? Let's see if we could change the air pressure on the popper and make it fly up in the air, okay? Are you ready? Oh, that was pretty good. It hit the ceiling. And all I did was keep my hands tight and cup my hand as I pushed it into my other hand, and the air compressed and shot right through the rocket, if you want to call it a little paper rocket, and it was just a change of air pressure. This change of air pressure flew over the top of the table, lifted up the paper. You might notice if there's ever air pressure change, sometimes your ears pop, especially going up and down mountains. So air pressure is something you need to be aware of, and it could impact you in a lot of ways, plus it's a lot of fun to play with. Hope you guys know a little bit more about air pressure. You guys have a great day.